GPT-40 Mini Deep Research. That's a real AI model name from a real company worth billions of dollars. Absolutely terrible. So today, I'm ranking every major AI model name from S tier to VC-funded tech bro tier. Let's start with the company that started it all, OpenAI. 3 mysterious letters, a dash, and then a decimal number, and then a size? Horrible. This is a name that a machine would invent, which makes sense because the company is run by Altman. OpenAI is F tier. Let's move on to Grok, which sounds less like intelligence and more like what a cave goblin croaks when he hands you a riddle, which makes sense given that it's from a company that renamed itself to a letter. But it is pronounceable, and there's no numbers, so B tier. Mistral. Leave it to the French to name their AI after a cold Mediterranean wind. At least they're honest. It's literally full of air. But their model is called Mixtral 8X22B. They changed one letter. That's like Samsung releasing the Samsung phone. D tier. Google has always been consistent with naming. They went from Wallet to Android Pay to Google Pay, then back to Wallet again. So of course, their models are Gemini 2.5 Pro, Flash, Flash Lite. Next year, we'll get Gemini 3.5, Flash Lite, Pro Max in pink. This is C tier. At least it's not actively offensive. Then there's Quen 3-235B-A22B. Imagine getting a PhD from Stanford, working on the bleeding edge of literal machine intelligence, and naming it this. This is stronger than my password. This is the Sony of AI models. F tier. Absolute, unequivocal F tier. Meanwhile, Anthropic names theirs after poetry. Haiku, sonnet, opus, what's next, limerick? There once was an AI named Claude, whose naming was terribly flawed. Imagine telling your boss that you want to pay for haiku. Pretentious, but at least pronounceable. B tier. Databricks gave us DBRX. Pretty sure that's a shady crypto exchange, and not an AI name. D tier. DeepSeek. For something seeking so deeply, they didn't look very hard for a name. C tier. But wait, what's this? Some companies actually get it right. Meta's main models are great. Llama? It's perfect. Absurd. It's an actual name of a thing. It has LLM built into it. Imagine telling your date you use Quen 3-23B-AA2B. They're going to ask if you've had a stroke. Compare that to saying, I use Llama. They'll start talking about how cute llamas are, and boom, suddenly you're not talking about AI on a date like a weirdo. S tier. Finally, Luminous Supreme Control by Aleph Alpha. Supreme Control, they're not even hiding their delusions about world domination anymore. Absolutely unhinged and deranged. Perfect. S tier. Look, there are only 2 hard problems in AI: building consciousness and apparently naming things. If you're an AI company thinking about naming your next model VXW-55 Max Pro Ultra Lite, just ask yourself, would I be embarrassed saying this out loud? I know as an AI company, you're not used to asking this question, or feeling any kind of shame at all. I believe in you. Not much, but a little. Subscribe for more tips on how to act like a human.